September 7th, and Carol and I are following Stan the Man up to the trail. We are meeting a friend who is a mystery guest. I'll leave you in suspense just for a minute until we meet up and I get some footage for you. But we're going to be hiking either 10 or 12 miles today with this wonderful friend, but we had to get up early. I don't like getting up early, Carol. I don't like these early morning friends, and they don't drink coffee, so they're just weird. Like, let's leave at 6 a.m. We don't need coffee. Let's just go hiking. Weird, Carol. I can't look. I'm driving. No, I'm bad. I'm not driving. I can talk and vlog. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes with our mystery friend, and we're going to hike, and it's going to be beautiful, like in the 70s, maybe low 80s, but we're going to the section, and that's what I actually want to talk about. The section we're going to, we're going to be going southbound, right? Yeah, southbound. I went northbound a month and a half ago when I was there. I went from Wawayanda Shelter to the Belleville Creamery, and we're just going to do the same thing but backwards. And it was the single worst or hardest day on the trail for me. And I am very interested to see how it will differ because I'm in a different mindset. I won't have my heavy pack. It's not going to be 98 degrees with 100% humidity. All of the conditions around the hike will be different today. So I'm very curious to see how that will affect my enjoyment and success on that trail. And that was the day I was dehydrated and threw up. I threw up on the side of the trail. So hopefully it will change my memory of the trail. It will be a fun day today with friends and better weather. So that's what we're doing. So we're following Stan and heading up to Warwick Turnpike, actually. And I'll explain when I come back and we're with our buddy how we're going to slack pack and work it with 2 cars, because you might want to do that one day. All right, so I'll be back in about an hour when we get to the trail. We've just picked up our second driver for the 2-car shuffle that we have for today. So Carol and I parked her car at one trailhead. Now we're heading north to pick up our friend, our mystery guest. I haven't told them we're picking up. And then we will hike back to Carol's car. Does that make sense? We are here at the trailhead with Carol and Stan and our mystery guest.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, there
I'm
she
still
is.
hiking. It's Lynn from the Wander Women. And if you haven't seen their channel, they've already summited, which was
last Friday,
yes.
a week ago Friday, yes.
Mm-hmm. So go to the Wander Women and binge watch from the beginning.
There you go.
And you will laugh so hard. They're so silly. So, Lynn, you hurt your foot in this section when you came through.
Yeah.
So tell us what,
Well, I hurt my foot. I had plantar fasciitis, so I went to the podiatrist here, got a cortisone shot. She said rest in a couple days. So that's what I did. I slack packed the other 2, Christy and Annette, and now I'm coming back to finish it. So I had 82 miles worth of New York and New Jersey to do.
Yay!
And then 32 in Pennsylvania, which I'll do after this.
Yes.
So
yeah. So
and then I'm done.
Then you're officially done. I was just telling them, so I'm going to tell you now, this was, for me, the worst day on the trail, I think, in 2 years. Like, it was horrible. And I know it's a mental game. You were just talking about, so I just want to touch on that before we hike. So Lynn has been with Annette and Christy this whole time. And you said, you walked the whole Appalachian Trail, but you said you'd never actually hiked or backpacked or slept alone.
Yeah.
So what did you say when we picked you up? What was the hardest part?
I said it's a little bit harder, and it's harder to motivate yourself. It's a little harder to motivate yourself when you don't have somebody there with you, and you feel like this group that you want to be with. I don't know. It's just there's something a little different.
Right. And you had said it's like yesterday or last night you said, what am I doing?
Yeah, yesterday afternoon I was like, what am I doing? But just for a minute,
Yep.
then you do the self-talk
Yep.
and you're all back in it.
And that was just one day, though. Imagine day
one
after
day.
day after day
Yeah.
after day.
No, I
So
can't.
you're a social person. I'm a social person. So I really think that's part of my problem, that I need to be around people to motivate myself. So I am so excited to be back in this section with friends on a day. We're actually shivering, so I'm going to shut this off. I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
really cold.
It's not hot. It's good hiking weather.
Yeah, oh yeah. In 10
beautiful
minutes,
hiking
it's going to be perfect. All right, so we'll see you in a few minutes out on the trail. Now Stan's just gonna go up there and jump from that ledge.
Easy way.
Whatever. But we had more fun.
Yes, you did.
We made it look harder.
There you go. Yep.
Here come the poles.
Oh!
I'm just going this way.
Yeah, of course you are.
Probably not the smartest thing.
It's steep.
Yep.
We've just suffered a loss. Yes, we
Yes.
have a fatality. Do you want to tell us? Whoops, there's a leaf in front of you.
See, okay, look, I lost the strap. I threw my poles one too many times. I have the strap, but the insides all fell out. So this pole, I mean, it's only got to last about 4 more days. But anyway, it's too bad because I wanted to take these home.
Well, you can just get a replacement part.
Get a replacement part.
Yeah, yeah, you can
Oh, I
get
have to go strapless. Okay,
Right.
so I'm going
strapless. She's very
Oh,
risque.
oh, wow.
Just don't go topless.
Yeah.
All
there
right.
you go.
It's okay. Bye.
I thought it was so funny on the trail days when she
Oh.
made it look like she was flashing everybody.
I know.
What did she
That was
do?
so funny.
She did,
She
though.
got thrown in jail.
She got thrown in jail.
What happened?
No, no, not really.
Not
but
really.
What happened? What did she do?
She
Supposedly
went out
got
and partied.
drunk and
She went out?
alcohol.
Oh, pesky, acting
Yeah.
pesky. I just wanted to say a little bit about the contrast between the last time I hiked this section and this time. I'm having a blast today, and I think, to me, it has to be a cumulative effect. When I was in this section before, my head was at home with my kids and family stuff, so I already was a little bit off. It had to be 95 degrees, high humidity. I was dehydrated. There was very little water source, and what was there was like goldfish pond water, like, when your kids don't clean the goldfish bowl for a week or two. Try drinking that. And my pack felt heavier than it ever had. And I went back and watched the video last night with Carol. We pulled it up on YouTube, and I watched the section knowing I was coming back today, and I was like, the day started off great, and I was laughing and climbing and crossing into New York, and then it just rapidly went downhill from there, pun intended. It was mostly uphill.
Yeah.
And but the time has been flying, and we just went on this ledge that I'll stick the video in here to show you. And I remember, it was only a month and a half ago, wasn't it, that I was so scared. I was going down what we just came up, and I was so scared. I was hanging on for dear life. I'm gonna plunge to my death. What am I doing? I'm crazy. I shouldn't be out here, and all these head games, and it just started to break me. And we just scrambled up ladder. I did, like, it was, I was having fun. I like the rock scrambles. So, but it made me think about how your mental state can affect your whole experience, and you have good days and bad days. So I can't be the only one that has fears, and I tackled a lot of fears out here. It was part of why I came out. So at this point, we had a compelling discussion about fear, and I think it will be of interest to a lot of you. So I've decided not to include it in this video, but to do a series on a lot of topics, but including fear, and that's where I will include the video at another time. Sorry to disappoint, but let's get on with our hike. It's a bummer. This is where the American flag always is. So we're pretty much at the New Jersey-New York border. I'll be there in a minute, but there's just the edge of the flag is still up there. It looks like either it was stolen or ripped off in a storm. I don't know, but we're coming up to the border, so we'll be crossing into New Jersey in just a minute.
Okay, here I'm gonna step over to New Jersey.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, finally got that sign.
Yay!
No more signs. I don't need any more signs on this trip.
Okay.
Brother show up or
Yeah,
something.
Pesky's
Hey, how are you, Appalachian Trail through hikers?
This is Pesky's brother.
Yeah.
How are you?
We found Pesky's brother.
Look at, what do you have to say?
Hey, fellow AT through hikers. What do you do? Have you seen my sister? She was up in this area somewhere. I've been looking for her. Her name was Pesky.
No, I haven't seen Pesky.
You
Not in a
haven't?
while. Not in a while.
But I saw her up this way. I've been looking for her.
No.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have to go back in the woods and look some more.
I've got to go back and look. I could have swore she was up this way.
Yeah. All right.
Pesky! Pesky!
After hearing that. In any case, it was a beautiful day.
It was.
The company was great. It flew for me.
Had a
I mean,
great
you guys
time.
are fun. I
This
think.
was a really fun
Yeah.
day. I had a great
might
time.
just continue. Let's yo-yo.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no. No,
Sorry, it wasn't
no.
that fun. No.
Well, we took good care of Lynn, and we're setting her free in just a few minutes. And
Yeah.
Yep, and then
First, we have to go to my car.
we're gonna cry.
I'm practicing my cry because I'm going to leave these guys, and it was such a good day. And I feel really bad. But it was really fun. So anyway, just wanted to let you know. That's all I had to say. I don't know.
She said she's practicing her
I'm
cry.
practicing to cry.
Do you have an
Anyway,
onion we can hold on?
had a lot of
Make
fun.
it look official.
I had fun today, and I was going to talk about the bear hanging.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh
what
my
happened?
gosh. They have invented a new thing in New York. Well, they put a wire way up in the air, and then there's hooks that hang from this wire, but they wiggle. And then you're supposed to use one of those bars where you put it on your food bag and set it on there. Well, there's no way I can do that. I'm not strong enough to lift that bar up hardly. So luckily at the
Just
shelter.
need less food in that bag.
I know, but I didn't. But anyway, there's a couple of guys. I'm calling them the longshoremen because they were like these great big built guys, very nice. And they said, "Would you like me to help you with that?" And I said, "Yes." So they got my bag up there. Now, in the morning, I was up way before them, so I just got the hook thing and I knocked it down to the ground and everything's good. So I might have crushed my crackers a little bit, but hey, that's just the way it goes.
That's right.
So that's my story from the trail.
Story from the trail. The long saved by the longshoreman
Yeah.
on a bear hang.
On a bear
bag hang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will miss you. We were lots of fun to be with you. I really enjoyed
Well,
your
thanks.
company.
I've really had a great time with you guys
All right.
too.
Let's cry now.
Thank you for everything.
We all cry now.
Pesky!
I'm so glad I got to meet you. You take care, okay? And I'll be following you and see what happens, and hopefully see you when we're coming up east.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, that would be. If you're in the east, we'll see you next
Yes,
year.
you definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.